We can look at the budget process in three basic steps. The first step would be develop a budget plan in terms of dollars that anticipates the future direction and needs of the organization. Then we can coordinate dollar estimates into a well-balanced program of service listing. And then we can compare actual performance with our estimated balance related to our programs, facilities, and things we've spent money on. Managers plan and budget for the future. So this should include things like inflation, a shift in emphasis area or direction, effects of new programs or services, and any adjustment to revenues or expenses that may incur. The budget cycle is a period of time over which may cover an entire year of operation with an organization. So as they plan for the future, they need to consider that. We call this a fiscal year. For example, some fiscal years are January 1 to December 31st. Other ones, like the United States government, their fiscal year is July 1 to June 30th. So these can be different among organizations. We're going to briefly talk about four different types of budgets: the zero-based budget, the line item budget, the program budget, and the performance-based budget. The line item budget is an object classification design. It's the oldest form of budgeting, and you've probably seen a lot of examples of these. I would encourage you to look online and just type in a search engine line item budget and get a few different examples. These are the most popular budget design, I think, overall. Next, you can use a program budget, and this budget looks at outcomes rather than cost. So we're thinking about what is our outcome that we want to achieve, and then we build up costs from there. Whereas a line item is looking at this cost plus that cost plus the third cost is this much. Whereas a program is saying, I want to achieve this outcome, and let's see what it costs from the bottom up. Then we can look at performance-based budgeting. It's a mechanism by where organization breaks down the activities into detailed subunits. And the purpose is to determine specific costs of each unit. So how much does it cost to run youth programs? How much does it cost to run maintenance for ball fields? How much does it cost to run administrative tasks and all that kind of stuff? Then we could look at the zero-based budget. And this is more of a process than it is specifically a budget. But then we just look at overall starting from zero each year or each budget cycle. So the organization is required to justify the total request for funds from a base zero. What do you need to get by? Not necessarily what did you use last year, and we're going to mimic that. Overall, I would encourage you to do a quick internet search of each type of budget to get an idea of what they look like. In general, the budget procedures are broken down into four parts. The budget preparation, which, getting a lot of resources in to begin that process. The budget design, so we're looking at zero-based, performance-based, whatever it may be. The budget presentation, where you get approval from your supervisor or board of directors. And the implementation, so that's the facilitation of the expenditures and the revenue collection process related to the budget.